guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a while, it has been a long time since I've sat and filmed for YouTube. I'm a bit nervous, it's been a while, but yeah, I took some time off because basically just felt like shit. There was just a lot going on. Didn't feel like I wanted to talk about the stuff that was going on. Yeah, it was just a weird time, and I was like, there's no point me forcing myself to film something that I'm then not going to feel comfortable putting out, or yeah, you get the gist. But pregnancy update. We are 25 weeks tomorrow, so it's going very quick. We're doing good. Baby boy is cooking nicely. I can feel him kicking now all day, every day. It's quite cute because I feel like he's getting into sort of like a schedule. So I'm normally in bed for like 10, and then he will wake me up between like 10:30 and 11. Obviously, like, he's had his little sleep and he's like just a bit active again. So the nurse that I was speaking to, she was like, this will probably be like his wake time now, where he would have a bottle, and then that would be like sort of like his last feed of like your night, and then he will wake a couple hours later, which works for us because Ash goes to bed at like midnight 1. Like, he's such a late sleeper. I don't understand how he does it and then gets up so early for work. So he's already said like, I want to do that feed as like his like bonding time. I'm all for it. Like, let me get my beauty sleep because it is needed. But yeah, all good. I've had some very, very good news. So we have officially been discharged from the preterm clinic as of now. It can change down the line, but as of now, I do not have a follow-up appointment booked, which is crazy. So I think I mentioned in like previous videos, obviously I've had a prem baby before, so we were under the preterm clinic anyway. She then picked up sort of like my cervix. It's fine, like it's still within the threshold, but like the lower end, like we're just there, like we're just okay. So we were sort of going back for that. It is getting shorter, sort of every 3 weeks we were going back. It's getting like a bit shorter. But again, we've always been like within the threshold of her sort of saying, what is that? Oh. Sort of saying like, don't worry, it's fine. So we then picked up around 16 weeks that my placenta was completely covering my cervix. So she sort of said like, we're going to keep an eye on it, we'll keep checking sort of every time we come. They'll pick it up at your 20-week scan, but just sort of explain we're already like in the process of keeping an eye on it. So then we went back for our 20-week scan. It had moved slightly from the 16-week, but it was still, oh my god, my heartburn is terrible. It was still too close for me to be able to deliver vaginally. I would have had to have a C-section. So then obviously all this, like, I just lost my head a little bit. I don't want a C-section. I nearly had to have one with Luca, and all the nurses were like, this isn't ideal. Like, we would prefer if you could just deliver naturally because the recovery is so much easier. So yeah, so then I want to say last week or the week before, I had another appointment. So the first time it was 1.6, I don't know if it's millimeters or centimeters, but it was 1.6 away from my cervix. And she said it needs to be over 2 to be able to deliver. And then when we went last time, straight away she was like, oh my God, it's moved. It's 2.4 millimeters, centimeters, whatever it is, away from the opening of your cervix. So she was like, you can deliver vaginally if that's the way you want to go. So I was like, yeah, if I can, I would like to. I'd managed to do it just with Luca. And I think, especially with having him, like I want to keep his routine the same. I want to be able to do the school run and sort of not throw him off as much. And I just think the recovery from a C-section can be brutal. Like, yeah, if I can avoid it, I would like to. So we had a date set in as the 4th of Jan. Oh my God. I have some water. Bear with. Oh my goodness. So yeah, she said, if you then need that C-section, we would book you in for 36 weeks, because obviously you can go into natural labour at like 37. We don't want you to go into natural labour and then end up being rushed in for an emergency. We would rather it be a set date, you can do childcare, blah, 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 blah. So we had it provisionally booked for the 4th of Jan. And she's literally said to me in this appointment, like, right off the 4th of Jan, like, you do not need a C-section on that date. And I feel like so much weight has been lifted off my shoulders in that aspect. But then I'm like, so when the fuck is he coming? Like, what am I going to do if it's 3 in the morning and I can't take anymore? I'm going to have to go into hospital and Luca's in bed. Like, it opens up then, like, this whole other possibility of, like, the what if, what do we do? So I'm a bit anxious for that. But in a nutshell, she's basically said, we don't need to see you now because your placenta's moved, your cervix is in like a healthy condition. We're not seeing it like rapidly decrease where we think she's really going to go into early labour. The goal still is 37 weeks. If we can hit that 37 week mark, then we're laughing. I'm praying. I think that takes me to like the 11th of Jan, which is petrifying. Well, absolutely petrifying, because I feel like Christmas just goes so fast and then it's like, okay, now you have to go and have a baby. And it's scaring me. But yeah, so don't have a follow-up appointment, which is very strange. My next appointment now is the 9th of November for my midwife, so I'll be 28 weeks then. Oh my God, I'm struggling today. I think then she'll start to measure bump and sort of plot where we are. I personally feel like I'm going to measure big, because I was always measuring big with Luca, to the point, the day he was born, I should have had a growth scan because he was measuring big, which is why they sort of think, is that why he came early? Because I'm tiny, I'm 5 foot nothing, I'm like, there's nothing to me. She was like, did he just run out of room? And he's just like, I just want to get out. So that's what I'm sort of expecting from this time round as well. So I'm said to Lash, like, I think he's going to measure big. I think we'll have a growth scan and we'll go from there. But again, if I can get to 37 weeks, I'm happy. Like, I will take the induction at 37 weeks because it's what's best for baby. Like, yeah, just longer than I kept Luca in, please. Because then if I have another prem baby now, I feel like I wouldn't risk having any more. Where I feel like if we got to, like, I know it's not like the safe zone, and like obviously it's still quite early, 37 weeks, but they are classed as like full term then. If I can have a baby that's gone full term with no, like, and it's been okay, it does open the possibility then in the future, if we do want any more, it's not going to be like a worrying thing, because I know my body can do it, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to watch what I say. I feel like I'm going to like offend people, but I just can't think of what I'm trying to say. So yeah, got midwife, hopefully she'll measure bump and we'll be on track, bigger whatever. I would rather a bigger baby than a small baby. I saw it with Luca, obviously he had that little bit of extra weight on him, and I feel like it really helped him with him being so premature. And then the week after, I've got my anti-D injection because I'm rhesus negative, baby is rhesus positive, so I need that injection. Just taking it easy. Obviously there's chances if like you bump your belly or you overdo it, you bleed, I would have to go and have an injection, and I don't want it because they really do hurt. Symptom wise, I'd say sickness has gone, but the past couple of days I just don't feel the best. I don't know if it's just more like mentally though, like I'm just a bit drained. We have got like family stuff going on as well in the background, and it is taking it out of me a little bit. Like the stress and stuff, it's been a lot to like take in. So yeah, had a sad few days, but again, I don't know if it's just stress, if it's hormones or what, but yeah, been very teary, like a bit like deflated. But I feel like I'm like over the worst of it now, like I'm in a better headspace of like, just plod on, like it is what it is, like just, I don't know, just keep going and you'll be okay, is like what I'm trying to tell myself. Sleeping wise is terrible. I'm not sleeping very well. I've got a pregnancy pillow and I'm still just not, I don't know if it's how baby boys lay. Like he's definitely like on my bladder. I feel kicks like all around, especially in like my ribs. It's like, I was trying to explain it to Ash, like it's like a ripply kick, like it's not like a douche, it's like my whole belly, and it makes me feel a bit sick. But again, it's nice to know that he's there and he's doing okay rather than not feeling anything, so I will take it. Pain wise, it's been tough. So I never had this with Luca from what I can remember. I remember obviously being uncomfortable, but I've got, I think she said is it round ligament pain. So it feels like where your bump is, like the underneath of my bump, I feel like I've got a stitch like the whole way round. And over the last couple of days, the top of my tummy's been really sore. So like, as I'm trying to bend down to like put my socks on, I'm getting like crampy pains, just very uncomfortable. Luckily Luca and Ash are amazing. Ash is like, will help me whatever I need. Luca's then picked up that I was like, oh, that hurts putting my socks on. And he's like, I'll do it, mummy. Like, my 5-year-old's putting my socks on for me. It's the cutest little thing. He's so caring, like, so thoughtful. He's just amazing. And he's definitely aware that, like, I'm not myself and I'm in a bit of pain. And he's just offering to do stuff for me. It's so sweet. I think he sort of copies, like, what Ash does. So if I go to get up, Ash will be like, well, where are you going? I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go and get a drink. And he's like, I'll get it, like, sit down, like, rest. So then Luca's then copying his, like, mannerisms, and he's like, no, I'll do it, mummy, like, rest. And I'm like, he's just so cute, and I feel like he's being taught, like, good values from what he's seen of Ash, which is lovely. So I'm definitely setting him up for his boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, when he's older. He's going to be like the most caring little boy ever. So you're welcome. He's just so cute. I can't cope. He's so excited for like Halloween, Christmas, bonfire night, like baby coming. He's just handling it really well. Like I was a bit worried that he'd be a bit jealous. But he's been okay. The only thing I would say is sort of like when I'm coming home with like clothes for, so we call baby Lemon because when we told Luca, he said like, he was asking questions and we said baby's the size of a lemon, and then from then we just keep calling him Lemon, and like we've even started shortening it, so I call him like Lemmy. Like it's like we were like, if we could find a name where we could shorten it to Lemmy, like we're laughing because we look like, I love it. I think he's going to grow up being called Lemmy. It's so, it's weird. It's weird. People look at us like, who's Lemon? So if I come home with like clothes for Lemon, he's like, is it for me? And I'm like, no, it's for Lemon. So I picked up on that quite quickly. So I'm now saying to him, like, do you want to come and help me pick things like, I need to go and get this? And just getting him included in it. So he's picked like a lot of the blankets. I'll say to him, like, which one do you prefer? And he's like, he'll pick one and I'll go for that one. Even though if I prefer the other one, I'm like, oh, I'll come back for you when he's not here. I just want him to feel included. But I think he's really like thriving from helping me. So last night I was a bit upset, like I was having really bad cramps. And he got out of the shower and he was like, I'm going to drown myself and then I'll come and help you. Like, do you need my help? And Ash was obviously like, no, it's fine, mate. Like, I'll look after mummy. But I thought he likes to feel needed and wanted. So I'm saying to him, like, yeah, I need you. And then he's like, okay, I'm coming, and he gets it excited. So I think it's just a learning curve of like making sure he feels included, which so far is going really well. I am sort of glad we're going to get one last big Christmas with him. So he's sort of got his head around it. Like, I feel like if Lemon was here for Christmas, all eyes would be on him and Luca would be like, So we've gone all out this year. Like, luckily we started buying stuff in like September. So he's definitely been spoiled boy. He's getting very spoiled off his dad and Lauren as well. So he's going to have the best Christmas and yeah, he deserves it. But I can't even think like if there's anything else pregnancy wise. I've made a start on the nursery, barely. There's a video on my TikTok, so I've just sort of like put the clothes away, blankets, beddings, but the whole room needs changing. So Sunday, I've said to Ash, like, you can't work Sunday, I need you to help me. So he's off Sunday, so we're going to do a big tip run, get rid of like a lot of the old stuff. Hopefully strip the wallpaper because it's like dinosaurs and I want to do teddy bears. Just my video cut off annoyingly. But yeah, we're cracking on with the nursery. We've got quite a bit to do before Christmas. We sort of want to get it all done before Christmas so we can just relax, enjoy the time off. I'm then on mat leave. I don't want to be like stressing. I just want to be chilling because, again, prem babies, stress isn't good. I would literally just want to put my feet up and like eat loads and just cook baby as much as I can. So yeah, no other updates. I'm feeling a lot better today than I have like the first part of the week. So I feel like I'm over that sort of like hurdle. But I'm going to try and keep on top of everything so I don't get like bogged down again. But yeah, very random update, but I'm back and I feel a little bit better. I'm trying to like trick myself, like, you're fine, you're so good. And hopefully it like rubs off. What's it called, like placebo effect. That's my plan. But yeah, thank you to anyone that watches. If anybody does watch, probably no one gives a shit. But it's good to be back. Very good to be back. But yeah, if you are interested in the random shit that I have to say, like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll be back soon.